Hello there, YouTube, and welcome to a foggy 45 degree Friday the 3rd of October. I can't believe I'm saying October already. Wasn't it just winter here? I mean, peak of summer here just minutes ago? It's crazy. It's cool how the fog's, there must be a bright spot in the sky, the fog's getting lit up. The fog was so thick that if I stood out here at like 8 o'clock this morning, you wouldn't see those fences there. You could barely see across the backyard. It was crazy. Looking out the back bathroom window facing that fence, couldn't see the fence. It's crazy how foggy it was. And it just ended about 15 minutes ago, a severe heavy fog warning that's been dinging off on our phones and watches and everything all morning. But anyway, it's Friday. Let's go bust her out. Y'all come on along. 56 degrees. It's foggy the whole way here.
It was.
It's that time of year, Mama.
Mm-hmm.
But the nice thing is, it's Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Hot almighty.
Why?
Yeah, me too. Well, shall we go in there and check her out?
I think we should.
All right. I'll see you as the day goes on, and then most importantly, when we start our weekend, way home.
All right.
All right. Love you. See you. Bye.
I love you.
Bye-bye now.
Bye.
Oh, dang it. Sun's come out. It's all pretty out there. I realized I just went through this whole thing with a BMW police bike, diagnosing and repairing, and had to go get bulbs and all kinds of stuff. Those little, on an RT, the little marker lights in the corner of the older RTs, there's no LED lights on those. They were the halogen bulbs up front, but they're just little 12 volt 5 watt wedge bulbs. They're basically what we used to call dash bulbs. Honda used them for neutral lights and all that stuff in their dashes, and you literally used them to backlight the dash. In the old days, wires going everywhere, and anyway, so I got that figured out. Pull all the speaker and all that stuff out to get to them, and your hand barely fits in there, and you can't see what you're doing. It's a trick, but it's not that big of a deal. But they were in such a rush. I was in such a rush, I didn't even record anything of it. And there the day is, quickly approaching the end on me here. Waiting for the rest of the parts to show up for that. And this one just needs to go home. She's all happy with the world. Probably waiting for a nice day. And by the looks of that thing, that's what I'd be waiting for, is a nice day. Man, I wouldn't be riding that thing in the rain. That thing's way too pretty. That thing lasted 9 years and looks that good. That's really nice. I feel like I'm just about to sneeze any second here. But most of the stuff I had down here is gone. The one Harley, we're just waiting for parts for this. I guess technically I could do the used vehicle inspection on it. Get that out of the way. The rest of it is, they kind of wait until everything's here and do it. This is just down here. I told you that there's some parts missing for a crash repair. I need to get these keys away from this thing too. Oh yeah, trying not to sneeze. But yeah, they tend to wait till everything's here and just do all this one job. So you're on, you're off. So he put one of those fan kits down here. I don't think that thing's supposed to be hot all the time. I think that thing's supposed to be temperature regulated. I'll have to look into that. Huh. Bad thing about putting these keys off to the side, not everybody, well, most people that know me know I have a place I put the keys when I'm trying to keep fobs away from BMWs, Harleys, anything with a fob. And except for the newer BMWs that have the fobs that go to sleep. I have heard people dispute that that's That's a bunch of BS that when the fob's next to the bike, they'll talk back and forth and sack the batteries on both the bike over time, the bike and the fob. It is an absolute fact. Don't let anybody fool you. It's a fact. And does it, well, car, it'd take a long time to sack a car battery down, but it doesn't do your remote any good for your car, because they will. There's this sense of readiness that you're nearby. Well, when they're close to each other, they're basically waiting for you to do something, unlock something, start the bike, do whatever. And they tend to send that signal back and forth often, and it sacks them out. And if it sends a signal out, it doesn't see the bike sends a signal out, very infrequently, doesn't see the fob, so it doesn't put itself in this sense of readiness. But anyway, it does sack them out. It will wipe the fobs right out. I can tell you with my own bikes, I can tell you definitely with BMWs. And that internal waking up, it's bad enough for a lot of the, sales bikes. We have so many bikes, you can't keep them all on tenders. But you definitely don't want them talking back and forth to the fobs. Well, finally, BMW with the 1300s, the GS 1300s, that was the first fobs that we had that were like the automotive ones. And it basically come from the automotive field because people would, ride around, see a nice, BMW automobile sitting in the driveway. Well, they got these antennas they'll read, because most people go through the front door, and in their foray they have a little bowl or something there, or they come through the back or whatever. They'll read the fob, and they figure out a way of copying that fob, and just walk up with a fob and open your door and drive away with your automobile. Well, BMW just used that technology in their newer fobs, and it would, how you always figure out if a fob is with a BMW, just hit the start button. If you get the little red light flashing saying no fob, the fob ain't with the bike. You need to find the fob. But the new ones, I got fooled into looking for a fob that nobody could find, and it was in the little glove box thing on the BMW. What a knucklehead. Forgot. Literally, you can just reach in the little thing and just tap that fob, and then now you hit the start button or the power button. It just wakes right up, and off you can go. Crazy. Cool idea though. But besides the anti-theft part of that, the fob, when it goes to sleep, until it senses movement, is not gonna. The bike and the fob are not going to talk to each other, and you can literally leave the fob with the bike, which I would never do that. I don't even do that at home. And nothing, all keys and fobs are locked up in a secure thing in the house, and I just don't. When I need something with the bike, I grab the key out of that secure area and go out to the shop. There's no sense in the keys being out there. A lot of them have fobs, and they will talk to each other. And it will sack both. Well, if you got it on a tender, it won't. It's not that much of a draw. But over time, you take that maintenance-free battery, and you're slowly taking a piece out of it. And what they don't like, and I mean definitely do not like, is to be left in a state of discharge. Maintenance-free batteries, durable as heck. You've seen mine. They last 10 and 11 years. And the one thing is they don't like a steady charge. Don't use a charger that throws whatever amps at it. That's a steady charge. They like to be cycled and the fluctuation. So that's why we tell everybody to use a tender. Now we used to say don't use battery tenders because that's the way they were. And now you notice they say automatic on them, and they will do the kind of the same stuff as a Optimate, where they cycle through and don't hold a steady charge. They charge, they test, They go idle for a little bit, let it drop to a certain point. Once it reaches that, it brings it back up. It sees how quick it gets back up, and based on cycles of sitting there running in your shop, it can even go into like a recovery kind of a mode. If it thinks the battery's getting a little weak, it'll just do it. You don't have to do anything. You'll see, like my Optimates in the garage, I've taken you out there and turned the lights off before. It looks like a Christmas tree going on in there. But you'll go in there and you'll see them in different modes, doing different things. They're constantly maintaining the battery. That's why they last me 10 and 11 years. It's crazy. But anyway, got over my sneeze thing. But been, for the most part, a quiet day. I think everybody, the sun popped out and everybody goes, yeah, I'm gonna go ride my motorcycle, not go to the shop and ask questions or bring it in for something or whatever. My appointments were really light too. That people see the weather ahead of time. Well, it's gonna be nice this weekend. I was gonna bring my bike in and do that last service and put it away for the winter. I'm gonna take advantage of the nice weekend and go for a ride. Although, looks like Saturday's not gonna be very good, but Sunday is. But anyway, just thought I'd come on and shoot the bull, stare at spiders, like talk to myself. Well, I'm talking to you, but you'll see that tomorrow. So at the moment, I'm literally talking to myself.
Are you late to the party?
Did you have a good day at school? Does Danny come out and meet you guys when you're coming home from school? He's a knothead. Don't get yourself all dirty. You'll fall and break your neck on this truck.
Yeah.
Danny, quit the itching. Whoa, jumpy.
Maybe the jumpy part, just like Amy. I love your hair like that. It looks very cute, honey. I can see your face locks. I love it.
She goes, don't compliment me. I'm going to run. Leo, dogs howling. You ought to hear it when we first get... Well, you guys heard us when we come home from work. Boy, do they go off. Whoa.
Holy moly.
Boy, you sent that thing flying. Man, she's going to be a softball, baseball star.
We try.
Woo! All right, Eli's turn. Wow. You guys sending it out of the park. Danny, you gonna go with? He would in a second. You open the door, he's in. Look at this. A before sunset walk. We literally have half an hour left with the clouds and stuff. Kick it back a little bit, but the blue skies and the beauty out here feels nice and fresh. Danny, go. Wow, look at that out there. I know this is in a sports camera and has a wide view. Oh, hold on. We're in the wrong mode here. Hold tight. There you are. Is that a little bit better? It was an ultra wide from when I went for the rides last weekend. I used the DJI Action 5 Pro on both of those rides with a mic mini Bluetooth mic stuffed in my helmet. Yeah, sorry about the super wide view. Maybe that looked pretty cool, I don't know. But it makes stuff look overly distant. It's essentially like super view on a GoPro. Danny's got interest in some smell down here. I don't know if he'll end up following us or not. But man, look how much of the leaves are gone out of the trees. It happens so fast. Man, it won't be long here at all, but the color is going to peak But look how thin everything is compared to what it was. Well, she's going nice and slow and smelling everything tonight. I just go to this first big game trail. I think I said that another time I came down here, and I turn around. That's about the halfway point. Calculating the distance with my watch. And I'm noticing I'm seeing very few berries, and I'm seeing very few signs in the road because they cross the road. What'd you see there, Sashi, huh? Do you hear that? There's critters out there. But yeah, the signs on the road, but have all but disappeared. And these little bushes that had the berries in them, they're all empty. So I don't know where they're finding them, but this is one of the game trails through here. Crazy, when I moved here, none of these, this was clear cut, kind of like they did our yard, or it wasn't ours, but the property across the street from us. And I had a chance to buy that thing, and we messed around and didn't do it. What a huge mistake. Huge mistake. I think across the street there, I think it's probably like, I forget what it was, like 7 or 8 acres there. We got 5 of our own. Yeah, we'll go a little farther. How about that, Sasha? I'm not seeing any signs out here, so we'll be brave. So I did my normal walk down there, and literally the first time I've walked all the way down there, I ran into the gentleman that lives down at the end of the road, and he goes, "Man, I'm wearing a black Indian denim vest." He goes, "Dude, you need to wear something else besides that." He goes, "I thought you were a huge bear at the end of the road." I said, "Well, I'm glad you came by." I noticed I don't see the signs in the road anymore, the trailheads, and I don't see any berries in the little trees. He goes, "No, I haven't seen a bear since I seen you last." And he goes, "You see all the turkeys?" I go, "Turkeys?" I go, "I've never seen no turkeys out here." He goes, "Oh, dude," he goes, "I see several of them a day." Wow, I've not seen that. Haven't heard them either. I've heard them, but our neighbor's got some turkeys. But yeah, he goes, "Be careful." He goes, "When the bears cycle out, the mountain lions cycle in." He goes, "They just constantly move around, they for their territory and stuff. So still be careful." And he goes, "You might want to wear a different color out here." I said, "All right." Wasn't thinking about that. Oh, she. Other than that first truck that she kind of growled and snarled, being all protective, she just sits there and looks at the people, and kind of walks towards the door, and because obviously different smells are coming out the open window. She's curious, but not threatened in any way. Anyway, let's mosey on back. Man, what a beautiful way to end the day. A beautiful skies like this. Isn't that gorgeous? I don't know if the camera reveals that or not. So Raelynn didn't come on the walk even though she wanted to. They were, Chrissy was late taking them to their dad's today, so as you've seen, they're out there playing around with that little T-ball thing out there. And Kelly and I did a quick goodbye, and we'll switch to that. Trying to make those really short. I'm trying to make the beginning short and the end short, because I'm looking at my analytics, got a lot of people skipping forward at the beginning of the video and bailing out at the end. And it's very important for to YouTube, if you watch all the way to the end, hugely important. And my stats are bouncing out. So many people are bouncing out. They're not skipping forward at the end. They're just bailing out, and that's not a good sign. So maybe we'll just stop doing the goodbye at the end altogether. Kelly probably like that. Sometimes it's cold and nasty out, and she'd just rather not be bothered sometimes. Or you have a hard day at work, and you know, you get. I never feel that way. I enjoy talking to you guys, but anyway, I'm gonna slip out and go to the goodbye vlog. Well, hello there, YouTube. It sprinkled on us a little bit on the way home.
Yeah, just a little.
Just a little. I think I had to wipe her once to knock the little speckles off. But 60 something out here.
It's perfect. Feels
yeah,
good.
Feels great. Looks great out here. It's nice. Well, the days are so short. Past that time, I could probably go for a ride, but it'd be dark by the time I got back.
Yeah.
By the time you get everything out and your gear and everything, and yeah, it's just it is that time of year. But anyway, looks like at least one of the days this weekend will be clear.
Yeah.
Maybe we can get out. We were just talking. You know, we need to ride whenever we can, because you're gonna regret not doing it when it turns all wet. But anyway, I think on that we're gonna make it short and sweet and roll out.
Alrighty, well, thank you guys so much for watching. We really do appreciate it. We will talk to you tomorrow. Same smoke time, same smoke channel. Don't forget to give her a thumbs up, and you guys have an amazing Saturday or Sunday.
Heck yeah. All right. We'll see you tomorrow.
I'll see you then.
Thanks for watching now. Bye-bye.